So I thought we were already on the move, but Leanne's notes say now we're kicking it on the move here. So we're going and going to find another gear here. And we're going with defensive lineman Deuce Geralds. Leanne, I looked up his stats. I couldn't find anything for 2023 and 2024 as a freshman. As a freshman, he had 17 and a half tackles for loss and 10 and a half sacks and 66 tackles as a freshman. So I don't know what kind of damage he did the next 2 years, but obviously it was pretty sizable with 50 offers, and he's going to spend his next few days at least in the SIP.
He is going to be in the SIP. Geralds is a kid that everybody, like we said, he has the offers imaginable that you could want, that you could dream of. He is as advertised, extremely physical. He's out of Collins Hill, Georgia, another top program in the state of Georgia football wise when it comes to high school. I mean, when you see him at the field, we've seen him at this past season at some of the Under Armour camps and games. I mean, he is just a specimen of physicality to be reckoned with. His father was an Ole Miss legacy. So from the jump, the Rebels have been working in overtime and overdrive, as I like to say. And he is actually in the SIP today. The Rebels, along with Randall Joyner and that whole defensive crew, Pete Golding, Lane Kiffin, have all been a staple in his recruitment. So he is taking in the SIP again today. Of course, we know that Gerald's has made plenty of visits. But again, this is the Rebels will have to go head to head with some huge competition. Probably one of the most coveted defensive linemen in the class. Again, he will be seeing Michigan March 28th and March 29th. He'll be heading over to your Ohio State Buckeyes for their spring ball practices on April 1st. He also this is one that I think that we're going to have to watch. Florida State. We've seen Florida State kind of getting some secret momentum on the recruiting trail. Florida State is one that I really like in a dark horse in Deuce. And I know a lot of Rebel fans do not want to hear that, but from all the high profile players in that 50 list of offers, Florida State for me could be the dark horse in this race. Deuce is going to be heading to Florida State on March 22nd. He will also be doing a back-to-back visit back on April 8th. And what do we always say? You have to watch the visits, official and unofficial. So I really like Florida State getting a lot of momentum. We're also hearing that Oklahoma is going to be in the mix early April 4th and 5th. Oregon, April 19th and 2020 and 19 and 20 and 19 through the 22nd, he's scheduled to be out there. Again, Deuce Gerald, one of the most coveted defensive guys in the country. He ranks number 63 nationally. He's the number 6 defensive lineman and number 8 to come out of Georgia. The Rebels have, like I said, really working overtime today. Of course, we know that they are kicking off spring ball down in the SIP, but like many other programs, so spring fling is in the air. But the Rebels and Lane Kiffin, Pete Golding, Randall Joyner are going to have their work cut out for them. But again, a lot of suitors for Deuce Gerald's to choose from. But I think Florida State here, the Seminoles are definitely one to watch with those back-to-back visits and that quiet recruiting. And again, with a coveted player like Deuce Gerald's, we know that NIL, Florida State definitely going to come to the table with a big offer. But again, Deuce Geralds would have the opportunity to be an instant impact player. Not saying that he wouldn't at some of these other places, but a lot of these other guys, as far other programs, as far as defensive lines, are set coming into that recruiting class. So he would definitely have to rise up the ranks and not have the opportunity as quickly, say, as in a place like Florida State. So it'll be interesting to watch. But again, Deuce Gerald's taking in the SIP where his father was a legacy there. But again, a lot of guys knocking on that door. But in the Deuce Gerald recruitment, I'm saying let's watch the Knowles and Florida State on that one.